wall. Nikki Pratt, listen. Uh, no, this is not in the middle of the week. I know you see me with a uniform on. I just have this uniform on because I'm getting ready to finish the last 9th day of the 9th day revival street preaching deal. But I'm feeling a little pressed in the spirit to go ahead and bring about this warning of a dream I had this morning after prayer time. Went back to bed, got into bed, and I had this dream probably around 8 o'clock a.m. So anyway, I'll just get straight to the point. In this dream, I'm in this hotel, luxurious hotel, and this hotel was all white, and I can remember me being there on assignment. Like I was there to do something, to collect something or something. But I was there on assignment. And I guess it started raining or whatever, and I went to look out of the window. When I went to look out the window, and I kind of looked down because I was stories high, I can see chunks of the earth coming from under this hotel. This hotel was like, I don't know, sitting within a mountain or something. It had been raining, and all of a sudden, chunks of the earth is coming from under this hotel, and it's creating a mudslide. So, of course, danger. So anyway, looked like I ran out of the hotel room, went downstairs to an area that looked like a lobby with a balcony. And there were a lot of people out on this balcony, and they were looking at it. And then there was people downstairs, looked like they were, let me just get to the point. So anyway, I can see them downstairs looking at all the mud just sliding, and there were people scrambling, said that they need to hurry and get away. But as they sat down below on the balcony, these people were Asian descent in my dream. And they were speaking English because I understood them. Maybe they could have been so I could understand to come back and bring this message. But anyway, they were saying, my goodness, we just evacuated recently over the same thing. And I'm just standing there like a spectator listening. And they were like, we just evacuated. In my head, I'm like, yeah, I'm getting ready to get out of here. I'm getting ready to evacuate, cut this trip short. And knocking at my door. Okay, hopefully my daughter will hear it and she will, because I need to finish this. So, anyway, when I woke up, immediately I went to my phone, and when I looked at my phone, I typed in on Google, where is Seoul located? South Korea. Wow. South Korea. The word Seoul, you know that has to be by the Spirit of the living God. But it was a horrible landslide, I can tell you that. And it was happening fast. People were scrambling to try to hurry and get out of there. I'm going to pause the video for a second, okay, guys? Hold on. My daughter and the grandbaby try to finish this dream. Okay.
Rain causing mudslides, killing nearly 24 people. And search and rescue are looking for at least 12 more who are missing. The third straight day, torrential downpours caused a dam to overflow. Rapidly moving water destroyed homes and businesses. South Korea's government says nearly 5,000 people have been evacuated in central and southeastern regions. The public safety training center.
Good evening. It's 9 p.m. here in Seoul. Thank you for joining us on ATTN News. We start this evening with the damage from the torrential rain here in South Korea. The number of people either dead or missing is climbing, now up to at least 50. This with another downpour expected for the weekend. Choi Min-jung has the latest. At least 44 people have been killed and 6 are still missing following the heavy downpours in South Korea. And as of 6 p.m. Tuesday, the Central Disaster and Safety Countermeasures Headquarters data shows that 35 have been injured, with over 13,000 having had to evacuate their homes. On Tuesday, 3 more bodies of those reported missing were found in Yecheon-gun County, Gyeongsang-buk-do Province. A man in his 60s who went missing after a landslide was found dead on Tuesday afternoon. The body of a woman in her 70s was also found under a pile of trees, and another woman in her 60s who went missing after being swept by rain in a car was also found dead on the same day. Yecheon-gun County has been one of the regions hit hard by heavy rain and landslides. For a bit of respite, the rain is expected to stop from Wednesday through Friday. However, the country is expecting to see another downpour over the weekend. People in the capital region, Chungcheongbuk-do Province, and Gangwon-do Province should keep watch as rain is forecast to pound the areas. Meanwhile, search and rescue efforts at the site of the flooded underpass in Osong in Cheongju City, Chungcheongbuk-do Province, came to an end on Monday night. The Office for Government Policy Coordination has started an investigation to determine the cause of the tragic incident that killed 14 people. Choi Min-jung, ATTN News.
What's the situation now? Heidi, it seriously did rain a lot last night here in Seoul, but the situation is looking worse in the southern side of South Korea, where there was an incident linked to a tunnel in the underpass of a city in Cheongju, which is the south of the country, which is linked to at least over a dozen deaths. About 16 vehicles, including a bus, were trapped in that underpass after the underground road was flooded as a nearby river overflowed. So this is not the first time South Korea suffers from storms and heavy rainfall every summer, with natural disasters claiming dozens of lives and damaging property annually. Well, Seoul was hit with one of the heaviest rainstorms in 80 years last year, but the death toll alone is significantly worse this time around. And so the rain will continue, but we have to see how it will start to diminish starting Wednesday.
So, Sang-mi, we know that the president is visiting the region. What's been the broader government response, given that this will take a lot of rebuilding?
Right. The government response is mainly to mobilize as many troops and police for the rescue operations in the southern region. Especially Yoon was there just yesterday after he landed from his overseas trip to NATO in Lithuania, after which he immediately went to Poland, the biggest buyer of South Korean arms, and he made a surprise visit to Ukraine and met with President Zelensky. But after he's back, he ordered that more of these responses are necessary, and especially when it comes to that, he mentioned that these climate events should not be treated as an anomaly, but it should be treated as a norm from now on, as this is happening and repeated over and over again every summer in South Korea.
We know that POSCO's monitoring the situation. Do we know the impact or the risk to industry at this point?
The impact to the industry is actually pretty minimal, especially compared to last year when, as you said, POSCO had to halt some of their operations and their steel plants, and especially Hyundai Oil Bank yesterday we checked, and they had some minor issues at their gas stations, but it was immediately repaired. And the trade and industry minister has been overseeing this issue very carefully. So. And we have also heard from the insurance association that some of the damages that claims that from the cars or damaged cars from the floods have amounted to about $7 million as of yesterday, the past month. So the industry impact is not as significant, but we'll have to keep an eye out for the rainfall the next few days.
Korea vowed to step up its readiness for extreme weather driven by climate change. But in the past week alone, dozens of people have died as heavy rain hammered the country. And it's casting doubt on South Korea's preparedness as the threat of more torrential downpours loom large. So, what has been done so far? Well, experts say not enough. Some believe that spending remains too focused on recovery, not prevention. Jong Chang-sam is an engineering professor at Induk University in Seoul, specializing in water resources. He says prevention is crucial to minimizing damage and lives lost, but it is often neglected because the benefits are not immediately obvious to politicians and those in government.
People like to use expressions such as rapid response, emergency recovery. It is wrong. Climate disasters are already underway. So now if you put money into prevention projects, you can do it at half the cost of recovery projects.
It's not just flooding that's posing a risk. South Korea is mountainous, and urban development has left many regions vulnerable to landslides. That's while readiness to respond to extreme weather has not been up to speed. A 2020 study by the Korea Meteorological Administration found that property damage costs and casualties from extreme weather have tripled compared to the yearly average of the previous decade. The past week's victims include 20 killed or missing in the mountainous North Gyeongsang province, many from landslides. Jeong said authorities who were too slow to act on available information and who had not created a system to alert residents could be blamed for the casualties. On Monday, President Yoon Suk-yeol echoed a call he made last year, when flooding in August from the heaviest rain to hit Seoul in 115 years paralyzed commercial areas and inundated low-lying neighborhoods in the affluent Gangnam district. This type of extreme weather is going to become the norm, so we need to manage it as the norm, he said, adding that South Korea needs to get rid of the idea that we can't do anything about unusual circumstances. Officials have also promised to spend more on natural disaster prevention. The country committed about $1.6 billion in 2022, 20% more than what was spent the previous year, according to the Interior Ministry.
South Korea's president has blamed the response to floods across the country for the deaths of dozens of people. Yoon Suk-yeol said on Monday authorities had failed to follow rules as they dealt with torrential rains that have pummeled central and southern regions since Thursday. The deaths include a number of people killed in a submerged underpass in the city of Cheongju. That was finally cleared of water late on Sunday. Yoon on Monday convened an intra-agency meeting on disaster response and said the situation was made worse because of poor Events like this will always be around us. We need to tear down perceptions that these situations cannot be helped because they're unusual. We need to deal with them with an extraordinary determination. Floodwaters have breached levees in a number of places, including near the city of Nonsan, where drone footage showed emergency workers responding on Sunday. The highest number of deaths, though, were reported at the flood tunnel in Cheongju. People were seen outside the local hospital in the city crying on Sunday, as a number of families waited for information about loved ones. While the response across the country is under review, the tunnel incident in particular has fueled questions over South Korea's efforts to prevent and respond to flood damage. Some drivers who use the road regularly blame the government for failing to ban access to the underpass, even though floods were widely forecast. This man said he felt he could have been caught in the underpass and called the authorities' response, quote, insufficient. Floods have claimed dozens of lives during recent rainy seasons as weather patterns have become more extreme. Only a year ago, the South Korean government vowed to take steps to better cope with climate change-induced disasters. Further emergency responses are expected to be needed. The Korean Meteorological Administration said the central and southern parts of the country could receive more than 11 inches of additional rain by Tuesday.
John 13:19. Now I tell you before it come, that when it is come to pass, ye may believe that I am he.